Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dorks Daily. The sword is here. Dorks Daily. Here it is. Here it comes. Coming right at you. Yes, that's right.
It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. You are halfway through your week.
Yes.
It's exciting.
Yes, guys.
Guys, we had another long day. Busy. Poor Jim's cutting away.
It's been one of those weeks nonstop.
Yes.
Getting done at like 9 o'clock at night. I don't even know what time it is right now.
Well, it's not 9, but it might as well be.
Sun's going down.
Okay. Yes, the sun is setting as we speak. What do we got today, guys? Some crazy stuff today. How about this, that Royal plumbing issue?
That's
guys,
crazy.
There's flooding on Royal. Could you imagine if you're on a ship? Now, Royal...
It's embarkation day.
Yes, day one, you're all excited. And Royal is not cheap, okay? It's not like this is a budget cruise. You get on Royal, and you got water overflowing in your bathroom. Yeah, when either the toilets were overflowing or they weren't flushing.
That's right.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, you couldn't wash your hands, so washing your hands is out the window. I mean, what did the wash your hands people do?
You could wash your hands. You just had to wash your hands in the
toilet, in the water on the floor.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
In there, wash it up real good.
Oh my
God! Think about this. It was a 3-hour problem, right? Which isn't real long, but on a cruise, that's about 12 stops at the buffet.
It was on Voyager of the Seas.
And it was on 2 ships.
Oh yes.
Multiple.
What other ship was it?
I forget. Oh, it was like one of the newer ones, or I don't know if it's.
I forget, but anyway.
Icon maybe.
It might have been the Icon.
Yeah.
I might have read it
2
somewhere
ships.
else, but that is messed up.
2 ships, and that's odd for one.
Yeah, that is like a toilet problems or water problems. 2 different ships.
Problem, man. There's something worse. They're flooding all the bathrooms.
There's nothing worse than that.
How does the water not come through the top into the how do they do that?
I don't know. I wonder if the water overflowed into like the room.
No, it didn't. Well, it looked like it was in the bathroom. I don't know if it got out.
It looked like a lot of water, though. It looked like a lot.
It looked like a lot. It was like a little puddle.
A lot
of water. It was like accumulate. It was like 3 inches or
yes,
2.73 inches, 5.
What else do we got?
What do we got?
Oh, how about the mom and dad going wild with the credit cards?
Kids' credit cards.
Guys, these mom and dad got credit cards, and there's kids' names to pay for a cruise.
Yeah, I got to tell you one thing.
Or cruises.
There's some people that are going to comment on this
$10,000 worth. Now look.
Yeah.
We're actually not surprised at all.
We have all different kinds of families in the world, guys. And there's people that in the world that I know that were so perturbed, like they were blown away by this action.
Yeah, we're actually not.
And I love how you all grew up. I'm glad you all grew up. A lot of people grew up well.
Well, my parents probably wouldn't do that either, but I'm not surprised by it because I know people that their parents would have.
I know some people that would have had to deal with that. I actually know some people that dealt with that. I did. Like, put it this way. I had a friend one time that called me and said, hey, could I put cable in your name? And I was like, why? And he was like, this girl I'm seeing is from D.C. She was from the suburbs somewhere. I don't even know what part of D.C. And she would be like, she would understand.
Yeah, he's like, I can't bring myself to tell her
that he can't get cable because
my parents beat out my name in Comcast, okay, which is our cable provider in Philadelphia. And he's on a list. Yeah. Meanwhile, it really wasn't him, but same names. This is what happens.
I know some of the cruise guys acted as if this is amazing and could never happen.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you is that's no. Yeah. In reality, in the real world, and if you grew up in a city where people are broke, parents do stuff like that.
The only thing is we know.
I don't know how they got credit for their kids is what I don't want to know, because I know if my parents tried to do that, what kids could get a credit card? How old were these kids?
I don't know.
They were probably in their 20s.
The only difference is that these people used it for vacays. People we knew used it for utilities.
Or vacays.
Okay?
Yeah,
vacays too?
Yeah, they would.
I feel like there was no vacays. It was just
They definitely were in Atlantic City.
cable.
I can tell you that. Some of these people. They were gambling. They were playing scratch.
Might have hit the slots.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's crazy. But not as crazy to us as to others.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think a lot of these out there are probably like, oh, that's normal. What's nothing to see here.
All right, what else do we got? Another town in France might ban cruise ships. Bordeaux. France.
We got to talk about this
Okay,
stuff.
it's known for its nearby vineyards and all kinds of stuff. But apparently the pressure to get them banned from I don't know who.
All hell broke out at the barbershop today because we talked about this. All right? And I'll tell you who was in the barbershop. When we talked about it, there was a guy from Israel that works on Royal. Yes. Okay, so I'm not going to give you too much. Like I don't want to say too much because you'll probably be like, "What?"
You don't need.
But anyway, he works for Royal. He was like one of the people that are in like up top, and he's some kind of like captain or something. Well, anyway, he was in there, and I said, "Look, this is what bothers me about this France story. There's people, because I don't blame them for not wanting people there at all. I don't blame anybody for not wanting cruisers in their place. I have no problem because, like I told you, the first time I was in Bermuda, I paid $5 for the cheapest coffee so that I could get the internet. And there was 20 other people in there, and I understand they're making money off the cheapest coffee, but there was people in there coming in to use the bathroom, and people taking them into the bathroom. And I'm like, I saw like 40 people go to the bathroom. I'm like, yo, that bathroom's not
a lot of people just don't want tourists where they live either. So.
No, but that's one of the reasons why they don't. Because when people come into your store, they go, "Hon, do you got a bathroom?" He's got a hearing issue. Like, okay, so that when people go when they go to France, that's what they do when they go to these places.
Sure.
These people don't just think about it. Why would they just not want people coming to their place that are spending money? They would never, ever not want
that. Yeah, so I guess they don't feel like they're spending, it's more trouble than it's worth.
They're saying they're spending $150 a person. Yeah. And that is not true. Well, maybe they're in France. I don't know what's going on.
Well, but maybe they are. Maybe with I don't know. I'd like to hear from the vineyard owners to say, yes, this would hurt us.
Yeah, people are definitely buying stuff, right?
So I don't know.
Some people buying, like in St. Thomas, people were paying, and it was expensive.
Yeah, I mean, people are shopping, but I don't really know if the trouble's worth it. I don't know.
Now in St. Thomas, that whole thing is set up just for the port, so obviously the cruise is needed. Yeah. But I'm saying like they're now infiltrating places like in France where people go spend a lot of money to go there and stay at a hotel. Yeah. Now they're walking through the streets, and these people come on these cruises, and you gotta see them. They just walk in the middle of the street.
They probably do better from people actually vacationing there than people just stopping there for 5-6 hours.
They want to keep it I think they want to keep it
exclusive.
Yeah, I
can see that being a thing in certain places. Yeah. Now the Bahamas, they want it, they need it. But for maybe certain European countries or towns, it's like this isn't worth the trouble.
Yeah, no.
You know?
No. I just said because I remember being in Bermuda thinking like, God, they're destroying
I've never
these
been there, so I don't know. France? I've never been over in Europe, so I don't know what those like ports are like, but
they ain't liking it though.
I'm sure they're pretty cool, but yes, they do not like it.
They do not want you there
at all.
You're getting shot with water pistols.
Oh, by the way, we saw today, speaking about overseas, the Disney Adventure that's doing 3 and 4 night sailings out of Singapore. It looks beautiful.
It does.
You know how they were showing the ship earlier, like a whole like forest like thing.
You know what that forest thing's supposed to be? It's supposed to be like when you open them cards. Or like whatever that is.
Yeah, it looks like a pop-up card.
I think that's what they're doing.
That's what it looks like. It's a really pretty ship. I mean, it's going to be over in Singapore, so.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not ours?
No, it's 3 and 4 night sailings. It's going to be focused over there. Wow. But who knows? Maybe it'll come here. You know how they do that. They move around. You never know.
Well, I thought Disney was doing a bunch of new ships.
Yeah, Disney's doing a lot of new ships. They're doing the Treasure, Destiny, and Adventure.
It's funny. I thought the Treasure was already out. The Treasure's the one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Treasure is coming soon. How about Carnival? The Carnival Legend is doing its first ever solar eclipse cruise.
Yes.
So that's fun. It's going to be on August 9th, 2026. So if you want to book that, that's when that is. It's on the Carnival Legend. Total solar eclipse on a sea day.
Carnival Legend.
It's going to be on a sea day. That's pretty cool. I would like that. On the ship, sea day. It'll be fun. I don't know. But yeah, August 9th, 26. That's when that is. And also Carnival, this is not a happy situation with you. The water.
Oh, yeah. Again,
guys, the water.
Went from $4.
Listen, it was Listen, in 2022, it was $4.95 for a 12-pack.
$5.
It is now $17.64.
That's crazy. What a weird number you came up with, too, Carnival.
I know.
Let's do 64 cents just for make it look like we're like really giving them a deal. We only make 10 cents a case.
I mean. Why you just make it $16.99?
What are you doing?
Why 17
like that? What are you doing? And let me tell you something. It's their own water. I noticed they said Carnival water.
Yes.
What if that's just
water? What if it's water from the tap? They're just like they got some guy downstairs. Here, you just fill them up all day.
Fill them up.
I wouldn't be surprised, would you?
No, not one bit.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Honestly.
Where's this water coming from that you're paying this exuberant amount of money for?
Pro tip, get a Mio, get a juice enhancer, some sort of enhancer. They have iced teas, they have all kinds of lemonades. Buy that, and just when you get to the table and they bring you water, just pour it in there. Honestly, the water on the cruise ship is not that bad. Like if you live in Florida,
a lot of people don't want to drink it though. They say it's like brown sometimes out of the water in the bathroom.
I don't know about that coming
people
from there.
said it in the bathroom. I don't know.
I know. I've seen it.
So it's like you're in your room, you have no water.
I don't think the drinking water comes from the same. I don't think it's the same.
Oh, maybe it's not.
I hope not. I heard they clean the hell out of the water. That's what
I've never had an issue from any cruise I've been on, and every cruise I'm on, at least one time, even if I have the drink package, I always have some sips from the water they give you on the table.
Yeah, you use the ice.
And I use the ice.
But
I've never had a problem.
I think one of the people today, one of the news people, I don't remember which guy it was, but they said that one of them said that there was complaints about the water affecting people. Like they don't like the water.
No, they didn't want it, or some people don't. I don't know. But it could be a mental thing too. You don't drink tap water. You're like, no tap water.
They need to come out with like a trinker. They need to come out with a trinker.
Maybe listen. Maybe they're trying to get people to force people to buy the drink package.
They might be.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to do that. I mean,
don't blame them.
Because less people are probably buying it because it's so expensive.
That's right.
I mean, really, if they're like, I can just bring water on, forget it. I don't care. We're not getting it.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, that's annoying. I mean, $17.64, that is way too much, guys.
Just why? How do you charge that much for a 12-pack of water?
It's just water.
Remember when going on a cruise, you were like, oh, you can save crazy money, and you could do this and that. In no way, guys. Like, even the Rolexes, like, you can go to any jewelry store that's selling Rolexes. They're like $5-6 grand.
Mm-hmm.
They're selling for 20.
Yeah, they're very expensive on the ship, so I don't think jewelry's even cheaper on the ship anymore.
Like, cruise has to go back to that, where, like, all that stuff was cheap. Remember people would say, like, yo, I heard,
it's never going to go back to the way it was.
No, but, like, somewhere near you have to get. Like, you can't be this far off. Right? Like, can you? Is this normal?
I don't like it either, but...
And everybody always says inflation for everything, and then I look and I'm like, wait, I don't know if it was Kellogg's or one of these companies made more money than they've ever made. And I'm like, so they're just, like, throwing inflation out there and charging more.
Just sucks to be you.
Yeah, like, well, it's a word we use, so we're going to
You want to eat some cereal? Yeah. You're going to pay. Okay.
I'm the only one that inflation didn't like.
Honestly, I went to the store today. I was gonna get the bigger pack of eggs, and it was $6. I'm like,
everybody told me to join BJ's.
I'll get the smaller pack. I just can't.
I was so excited to join BJ's. We go to BJ's. I'm like, I don't really see what a deal.
Everything was like the same price, just doubled because it's bigger.
And then it's double the price.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was gonna be like, oh man, I'm gonna get 400 pounds of cheese.
No, it's expensive. Even BJ's is expensive.
The mozzarella.
Oh my gosh. What else do we have here? Oh, Galveston. They broke ground. Their starts their, speaking about money, $151 million cruise terminal.
Okay.
Okay, they're converting an old cargo warehouse at Pier 16 into a 165,000 square foot terminal and a $55 million parking garage.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. And Galveston will kill it.
Guess who the first ships be to call it home? The MSC Seascape.
Great.
They're also
that's cool.
They're also going to have electric charging stations for cars there.
There you go.
They're going to try to do it all like modern.
So you bring your electric car there and gas her up.
Yep.
Do people say gas like I gotta go fill her up?
I don't know. I wonder what they use terminology.
You get gas.
Maybe they say they probably say they got to charge it.
You ain't charge.
Like your phone. Charge your phone. Charge your car. Charge. I bet you it's charge.
What's the proper terms?
I think it's charge.
I'll tell you what. I like that Galveston thing because I think that area would. I think they could use a big port like that. It's funny how if you guys think about it, they're all like you have Galveston's not far from. It's right there in Florida, so it's like Galveston. There's some places.
They need some more ships over there. They don't have many.
No, they have to get more.
Yeah, they don't. Tampa doesn't either.
And Tampa, I don't think the port's that small.
Maybe because it's a little dangerous over there.
Is it?
With the storms.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because more go in that Gulf.
Because you're like, the ships are kind of trapped in there.
No, you're right.
I don't know.
Yeah, because imagine being trapped in there and a big, like, five's coming. Like, you don't know where it's
But then they do get enough time to leave.
Yeah, but they got to get around.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's why they don't go there. That's why.
They have to run it right up on a beach in Mexico.
Yep.
That's what they do. I've seen it.
Well, guys, have a good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Happy Wednesday night.
Happy Wednesday.
Is it hump day?
It is.
Don't forget to hump somebody.